So I'm pretty excited right now, but I'm also a little bit sad, and the reason why is because this is actually going to be my last trip in the Lonestar. I'm actually going to be switching my lease over to a different truck, and it's most likely going to be the blue Peterbilt 579 that I've showed in some other videos. Now the reason that I'm doing this is actually because I've been having a lot of issues with the Lonestar, and I just feel like it's been going in and out of the shop. And if I can swap into something that has less miles on it and is slightly newer for practically the same value, you know, why not? I've driven it several times now. It rides pretty smooth. And another bonus to me is that it definitely has a lot more space in it, so I'm gonna be enjoying that. I know for a fact that I am gonna miss the Lonestar a lot though, and obviously there's some pros and cons to each situation, but this isn't something that's gonna be permanent anyways. And you know, eventually I plan to get my own truck. I just decided to lease for the time being just because I didn't want to jump into a business that I knew nothing about and get a truck right off the gate. So I wanted to be able to learn as much as possible and familiarize myself with some things before making that decision. And you know, thanks to leasing, that's definitely allowed me to do so, and as well as save up some extra money, so that way I'm not just starting from zero. I am a little sad to switch just because I've spent pretty much the whole time that I've been truck driving in this truck. But anyways guys, right now I'm headed over to Clarksville in Franklin, Tennessee, and that's where I'm going to be doing both of my unloads. I'm going to get that taken care of, and I'm actually going to be able to go and break again for a little while, so I'm looking forward to that. But with that being said, I'm going to get back to this ride, and I'm going to try to enjoy and make as many memories as possible with the Lonestar for the time being, and the remainder of the time that I have the truck. Try to get through this rain. I got about 5 hours to go, and I'll be at the truck stop, wrap it up for the day, and make sure to get plenty of rest because tomorrow is going to be a pretty big day. We're going to be unloading, unpacking, and then I'm going to have some driving to do tomorrow as well once we get finished with the job. I'm going to go ahead and pull over here to this TA, take my 30-minute break. And I'm gonna grab a bite to eat.
Turn right onto Van Hill Road. Then take the first right for I-81 South.
Try to see where we can park real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bite to eat over here at the IHOP here in TA. I usually always go with the chicken fajita omelet. It's a little bit healthier, and in my opinion, it's actually pretty good. Felt nice to get stretched out. Now I'm gonna get back to the drive. Got some food in my system. We're good to go. Traffic is ugly right now. Still chipping away at it. We're almost there. Starting to get pretty tired now. Ready to wrap it up for the day. So I'm finally pulling up to the truck stop over here. I'm gonna stop at Uncle Pete's truck stop. Let's see what that's like. I'm here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and I have about an hour until I arrive at my destination. But I'm just gonna finish that out in the morning. I was getting closer towards Nashville, and I know the traffic in the truck stops is gonna be pretty wild over there, so I'd rather not deal with that. Let's go stay at this place. All right, now that I'm parked and situated for the night, I'm gonna jump in the bed, get some rest, and I'll catch you guys first thing in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. Just got up a little bit ago. I was actually freezing cold and about to start getting my stuff together to go shower, get some of these clothes together in my bag. Make our way over to the truck stop. So I'm gonna jumpstart the day with this energy shot. It's pretty much all natural. I actually don't consume any energy drinks. I think those are pretty bad for the most part. I'll occasionally drink some coffee here and there. It's got some lion's mane in it, and the caffeine comes from coffee berries, so it's pretty natural. It's also got the matcha in it as well. But I picked it up at Publix. I just found out about it like maybe a couple weeks ago. So like I said, I don't really use too many things like that, but from time to time I will. Try to hurry up, guys. So before I jumped in the shower, I placed a to-go order for 6 huevos. So I'm happy that I have that. And check out this car over here towing the trailer. It's pretty wild. Get back to the truck over here and jump onto the road. The first shipment that I'm unloading is a military shipment, so I need to get another weight. They require a reweigh, so I'm gonna get that before we get over there too. Now I just gotta make sure to dodge some of these holes up here. Some of them are pretty big. Pretty big. And yes, there is a scale right here. You're probably wondering why don't I just get my weight here, but for military shipments, when you do your reweigh and any weight, there's actually a rule that you need to be within a 50 to 60 mile radius of the customer's house. Finally almost to the weigh station. Been battling traffic for a while now. It's got a couple miles to go till we get there. Dang, man, I had no idea, but the TA is completely closed down. It's abandoned, so I'm gonna have to pick another stop. All right, so there's a Love's. Just gonna go ahead and go there. It's about 8 minutes away. Well, it's about 5 miles away, really. See how long it takes with the traffic. We're right inside of Nashville right now, so that's why it's so busy. I've driven through here a few times, but I've never really stayed to do any activities or anything like that. For any of you drivers that's been through here, or anybody who's done anything through here at all, just let me know what kind of activities there are to do around here, and I'll try to check them out. Can't believe my GPS brought me to an abandoned TA. I know it needs an update. Not sure if that'll help, but should probably go ahead and get that done. But it is what it is. Just got to keep trucking. And like I said, this place was only another like 5 miles away, so it's really nothing. There we go. Now we're talking.
First weigh or reweigh?
It's a first weight. I asked the gentleman to move up a little bit just so I could slide by real quick, and he did, so happy about that. Thank you, sir. With trucking, sometimes you really just gotta expect the worst, or expect to get delayed with different things. It's gonna happen, but if you expect it, I definitely learned that you're not gonna stress as much about it, because there's really not a whole lot that you can do sometimes. You can prepare as much as possible and do what you can, but there's only so much you can do. But there really is no point to stress out about it. So all right, we finally made it. All right, so I'm gonna pop it right into this street right here, and then I'm gonna back through here because the house is down that way. It's a dead end. I want to be set up to leave, and I also need to come out on that side with that door, so on the passenger side. So this is my setup for the day. You know how to back all the way down the street like I said, but it's because they're doing construction at the end of the street and there's no space to turn around. No big deal. We're here to get unpacked, and you know, we got a lot to clean up. We have all this trash. Believe it or not, but there is so much trash that comes from unpacking jobs. We're using some of the old plastic mattress bags to put all the trash and paper into. That way it's a little bit easier for whenever it's time for me to throw everything into the dumpster. All right, so we just got done with that unload and unpack. Everything went super smooth, and it was really awesome because the customer actually ended up giving me a pretty big tip, so super grateful and thankful for that. Right now I'm just headed to a nearby truck stop. I'm gonna get that reweigh, and then I'll be making some food. I'm gonna cook some food tonight, get some rest, because tomorrow is gonna be slightly bigger, or at least I imagine that it will be. We'll see. So I'm about to make a bite to eat right now, but I just wanted to acknowledge this while I was thinking about it. So I was actually gifted this Amazon gift card through Allied for Driver Appreciation Week. I'm super grateful for this. There's $100 on it. So like I said, I'm super thankful for this, and sometimes it's the little things, you know? But once I get my food cooked up, I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit bigger, like I said, so we'll see how that goes and get it knocked out. Take a little bit of a break, and we'll go from there. Cooking a lot of meat right now. Gotta finish off the rest of my food because I'm not gonna be able to cook in the next couple of days. So go ahead and get that whipped up. If I finish it all tonight, I don't know, but I'll at least have some leftovers for tomorrow. Hey, good morning guys. We got about 45 minutes until we arrive at our destination. Ready to get this off today, get the trailer cleaned up, and like I said, I'll be parking the truck for a few days, get a little bit of time off, and try to see if we can get something else to take out of here. Just like that, guys, I'm offloaded, we unpacked, and I'm on my way out of here. Finishing at a decent time for the amount of work that we did. It's around 3 o'clock, so it's not too bad. So now that I got the trailer completely empty, I'm gonna go park for a little while, rest up, and see what other kind of trip that I can get. Hey, what's going on guys? So I just got done taking a few days off, and I'm heading out of Atlanta right now. I got a load up over in Alabama. It's in Northport, so I'm headed over there to go pick that up right now. And supposedly it's only supposed to be about 10 to 20 boxes. I'm gonna go pick that up by myself, of course, because I really don't need to hire help since it's not that much. But we'll see what it's like whenever I get over there. The other good thing is that it's coming out of an apartment, and it's also on the first floor, so it should be relatively easy as far as that goes. I'll be able to roll everything. But the customer said there's no furniture, it's really just boxes, and I gotta pack a TV, so in all honesty, that's about as easy as it gets. I'd say the hardest part of the day is just gonna be getting through all this traffic, but hopefully we'll get through it soon. I'm gonna pass by a truck stop, and I'm gonna get a weight. I need to fill up a little bit too. Honestly so surprised that I just made it through about 8 lights without having to stop. Almost there. I got about 9 minutes to go. So this is all that I have to pick up. Literally probably the smallest shipment to go into an 18-wheeler, but I'm gonna go ahead and load it up real fast. gonna go ahead and get parked, and then we're gonna go over to the next one. I really just can't even believe how small that job was. Like, that's crazy. And you know, like I said, I'm still happy to do it because I still get that minimum and it makes it worth it. But I have one other job that was about that size. The only difference is they actually had a few pieces of furniture. This one had zero furniture. And it's not like it's paying the highest amount, but during the winter time, we gotta take what we can get sometimes. And if that means getting from point A to point B, helping to pay some fuel, and you know, we have a little bit of profit left over and whatnot, it's worth it. Like I said, I'm stacking another one with this, and you know, overall that'll help me out a little bit more. But the most important thing is to keep rolling and get on to the next one. Go run inside real quick and grab that. All right, got my heavyweight, so I'm good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back over to Atlanta. I'm gonna stay at one of the allied agencies over there, and I'm gonna get my materials together, get some of that trash and packing material that I have from the last job out of my trailer so we can make some space. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready so we can do the next load up over there. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to do a shuttle. It's uptown Atlanta, so most of the places are way too tight over there. But I'm gonna get the information here in a little while, and I'll look into it a little bit more so that way I can determine if I'm gonna do a shuttle or not. So I'll be honest, I typically like to do apartment jobs. They're usually pretty easy because you can roll everything with the dollies and there's an elevator, and they're usually always accompanied by a nice view. So this is how my setup looked for the day. We got everything loaded from the apartment into the U-Haul truck. I'm gonna be going to my semi truck to load everything there, return the U-Haul truck, and I'll be headed towards Virginia tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So after driving all day yesterday, I finally made it here pretty late last night. It took me about 8.5 hours, but now we're set up here at the dock door. I'm gonna be unloading from the side door, so conveniently enough, there wasn't any trucks in the way, and I was able to pull directly up to the side and just shoot a ramp from the dock to the inside of my trailer. So I'm here at the Penske mechanic shop, and I'm finally picking up this blue Peterbilt. About to take it back over to the shop so I can switch trailers. So unfortunately, upon popping the hood, I instantly noticed a problem. We were leaking some steering fluid, and it seemed to be coming out of the line, but I got one of the mechanics to check it out just to make sure. You know, this truck's been sitting here for a little while, and maybe the cold did something to where it expanded one of the tubes and started to leak a little bit. It definitely appeared to be a pretty big leak though, and I wanted to make sure to get something done about that before pulling off the lot. Now the other problem that I encountered is when I tried to leave, the truck wouldn't start, and you know, that's to be expected. It's been sitting here for a while and the batteries are naturally going to be dead. I also wanted to check around the rest of the truck and just kind of make sure that everything seemed to be in working order and that nothing else was wrong with it. So at first we were trying to use a jumper box to start the truck, but it just wasn't enough power to keep it going since the batteries were completely dead. And we had a mechanic come over with a pickup truck and he hooked up the jumper cables, and we just sat there to let it charge for a little while. Alright, so we're at 13.4. Try to give it another shot. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pull it over to the bay and we'll be able to get that hose clamp put on. Hopefully that's the problem, but it looks like it is since it's coming from the top. We'll go find that out right now. Alright, so we got everything taken care of that we needed to. Got that mirror up there, been back into place. We got the clamps on the hoses that go to the gearbox on the steering column tightened up, so I think that took care of the leak completely. We wiped it down and I didn't see any additional leaks after we did that. And obviously we were able to get the truck started up, got the batteries nice and charged up, so they're good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the agency where my trailer's at, and then I'm gonna grab one of the little box trucks so that way I can put those like 15 boxes, that small shipment that I picked up, inside of the box truck and take it downtown. That'll be the last thing to pull out of my trailer, and since it's getting a little bit late, I'm just actually gonna go ahead and wait to transfer all my stuff from the Lonestar to this truck. But I'm pretty excited for it, guys. You know, I've been wanting to get into this truck and drive it for a little while now, so. But like I said, I'll just wait till tomorrow morning and we'll get that taken care of. I'm telling you guys, it's such a weird transition going from a manual to an automatic at first. Like naturally I want to grab a clutch, go down here pressing for nothing, and even have times where I'm like reaching for nothing right here, no gear shifter, but I'll get used to it. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and park the truck over here real fast, go get that little box truck and go ahead and fill it up, get that knocked out, and I'll be done working for the day. Telling you guys right now, it's so nice having all this space. I'm looking forward to moving in right now. All right, so I got the key for the box truck, about to get this knocked out. Clean this up a little bit. So we only have about a 23-minute ride, nothing too bad. Let's try to get over there and knock this out as fast as possible. Hopefully we can get it done before it gets too dark, but we'll see. Should only take me about 30 minutes. Get that paperwork signed, get out of there, and just rest up for the night. I'll catch back up with you guys in the morning once I start switching over all my things from the Lonestar over to the Peterbilt. All right, this is it, guys. Getting the truck aired up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over, and just gotta get all my stuff out over here, get all my bags out. I'll get my bedding, clean it up a bit. It's a little dirty right now. Get all this miscellaneous stuff right here. And I just gotta transfer it over to the other truck. I'm gonna go ahead and get it disconnected so I can get the other truck hooked up to my trailer. And also I'm gonna park it over there in the middle so that I can put them both side by side and transfer all my stuff over easier. Get these batteries turned on. So I do need to clean this truck up a little bit, but I did have this blanket prior, so I'll go ahead and set my stuff on here. So one of the things I really like about this truck is the top bunk can actually be turned into a shelf. So got plenty of extra storage up here. Go ahead and put some of these bags up here as well. All right, so now that I got everything switched over, I'm gonna go ahead and connect to my trailer, and then I'm gonna go put up the Lonestar, and that'll be it. So I'm really happy that I switched over to this new truck, and I'm really looking forward to doing a lot more trips in it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Also, make sure to give me a subscription if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.